Dreams, and I'm back, and we got another dream. Okay. So I'm just gonna get into it. Anywho, so I was sitting in my car with my aunt. We were talking. Out of nowhere, she blurted out she needed some weed. I was taken aback because I had no clue my aunt smoked. She asked me if I knew anyone, and I told her no. Excuse me. She called someone. Excuse me. I told her no because I had stopped smoking. She called someone and told them where we were and what car. We waited, and a guy and a girl pulled up in a black car. My aunt got out to talk to them. She then got back in the car high. She was saying it was some good stuff, and she smelled the weed like, oh, this is good. Disclaimer, y'all, I just feel led to say this. When you are given dreams, they don't always mean exactly what you think they mean. Because I can guarantee you guys, my aunt actually does not smoke at all. But well, I think one of them does. I don't know. But my aunt, the one that I seen in the dream, she doesn't smoke at all. So, don't always take things so literal. Because I've done that before, and it made me like, I'm like, what? It made me like a little nervous. But just a little word of warning. Okay, back at it. But she smelled like weed. She said she had to go in for her shift at BK, and she never worked at a Burger King, at least not that I know. But I said hi, like I'm like, you going hi? And she was like, yeah. And with that, we left. We pulled up, and she gave me some fries. I left and went to Kroger. I ran into the girl, the girl that gave my aunt the weed. We greeted each other. We talked for a bit, and she told me to take her number in case I ever needed some, meaning some weed. I told her I didn't smoke. We parted ways after that. I was at my aunt's house on the couch with my mom, and she was smoking. Like, she was walking through there talking about her day, and she was smoking. I really couldn't believe my aunt was a smoker. Like, I didn't remember being introduced to this from her. So I asked my mom when she started smoking. And my mom said she had been smoking. I was really surprised that my mom, like, didn't get at her about it. Like, they was parlaying, ha ha he he. And I was surprised that my mom didn't say anything, because when I was smoking, my mom was giving me all kinds of grief. Like, I was being judged left and right. It was just a whole hot mess. Like, and they was talking about me. Just want to throw that in there. But I was surprised that my mom didn't say anything sarcastic or snooty about it as she did when I was smoking. Like, she was really rude about it and blatantly against it. Like, used to talk about me all the time. And it made me upset. Suddenly, it was midday, and I was outside in my car with my boyfriend. He said he wanted some weed. I called my aunt, and she called the girl. And the girl and the guy pulled up again. She came to my window. She handed it to me and said, tell me how you like it, and left. And she was like a really nice lady. So my boyfriend was about to roll it up and stopped. He said he wasn't smoking that angrily and put it in the glove compartment. I asked him why not, and he said it was crack. It looked like weed to me, so I said it wasn't. He pulled it out and showed it to me while insisting it was crack. And I was looking at it, and I could start to see it, right? So I was surprised and mentioned that she was my aunt's lady. He said, well, your aunt must be a crackhead. Like, those his words. And I'm not trying to, degrade anybody or be rude. That's just what happened. So I was genuinely upset about it and started racking my brain for clues. I called the girl back. This time she told me to come to her house. We headed over there. She stayed in a townhouse. When she opened the door, her house didn't look great, and there was a person on the couch. He looked like he was, maybe on that stuff too. And my boyfriend pulled out the weed. Like, I wasn't really intended for him to just be out with it like that, but that was his method. So he pulled out the weed and asked her what was this. She looked stunned. She said it is what you wanted, sweetly with a smile. Like, she tried to, like, pretty much be like, you asked for that, you know? And so I stared at her. She was nervous, then began to confess. And she was saying that she gave it to me because my aunt told her to give it to me. So it was a setup by my aunt, pretty much. And, you know, just saying how my aunt she was talking about me to this girl. So she really didn't like the fact that I quit. She started to feel like I thought I was better than her. She thought that I was looking down on her for her job. And, you know, it was just a lot of jealousy going on. So she set me up so that I would be in a worse position than her. So she could, like, then feel like she could look down on me. I didn't want to believe it, but I started reflecting and realized it was true. I was discussing it with my boyfriend. Well, I started discussing it with my boyfriend, and I'm like, but what did I ever do? Like, you know, and I'm like, I never thought, you know, and I'm like, okay, so she really did this. And I was just like stunned, and that was it, okay? So I'm pretty sure the dream was flat out clear, but I'm going to break it down for y'all, okay? So to whomever this is for, baby, I need you to pray for real, like heavy, because this is a heavy one, okay? I really need you to pray about this. But in everybody, if you just happen to hear this in passing, you scrolling or whatever, don't say, "Oh, my people are trying to set me up." You need to pray before you just start thinking that, okay? However, whoever this is for, first of all, I don't want you to just think of it as your aunt, but somebody in your family. I'm saying in your family, but somebody you look up to, because I actually felt like a mentor too, is somebody that has a prominent role in your life. A prominent role in your life. I don't know if they are suddenly downtrodden. I don't know what the situation is for them, but they are viewing you like you are moving forward. You're making great strides. You're taking steps to come out of what used to have you bound. And that's a problem for whoever this person is. And now, instead of them being happy for you, they're looking at you in a position to where, well, she thinks she's better than me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even that you are displaying that. It's just that everything you're telling them is making them feel like that. The same way they used to talk about you, this is signifying how my mom and my aunt used to talk about me. The same way they used to talk about you, they used to talk, and you probably ain't heard it, but I'm pretty sure you did, you know, or you caught like some subliminals. That's what I'm feeling in my spirit, but you caught some subliminals and you caught like some of the conversation. You probably never said anything about it, like to either keep the peace or just to keep from saying anything, but you caught a lot of strays, you know what I'm saying, from these people, like pretty much talking about you or being snooty about who you were in your past life, what you used to do, what you used to be into. And it's not saying that it's just weed or anything. It can be anything that you used to do in the past that you've heard people like really just talk bad about you for. And it's not even people. It's certain people that you really admire, that you really love. Like, these are people that really have a huge, important role in your life. You've heard them talking about these things pretty much to the point to where it's like this was the one thing even that they could say about you. But it came up like more than once. And every time you did it, it's like they would talk about you, like what I'm hearing, feeling in spirits, like make you feel so dirty about what you did. And not saying that it's nasty specifically, but they really was going in on that, and you heard some of it. And this person is seeing you rise. And I feel like I'm not going to say I feel, but what I'm feeling is they are having some struggles and they are watching you rise And you rising is causing them to have so much bitterness and jealousy towards you. And you don't even see them like that, because as you can tell in the beginning, like, me and her were vibing. I took her to work. I'm at her house. You know what I'm saying? So I would have never thought. These people are really like, they are not liking the transformation. And this is going to be a tough pill to swallow. It's really going to be tough. But I'm just thankful that God placed this in me to release this to you, because they are gunning for you. You need to be, first of all, ask for keen discernment. We should be asking for keen discernment anyway, but ask for keen discernment. Don't just walk into anything. Allow God to lead you into everything, especially just watch certain things. And what I'm feeling in the spirit is like you're already seeing a little something shifty. Now, sometimes things can be nothing, but I guarantee you, God is going to lay this out so clearly for you that you are not going to be able to miss it. You're going to see it so heavily. It's not going to pass you. It's not anything that you're going to even have to like just asking for discernment. Even, past that, you should be asking for discernment anyway. But the way that God is set up about protecting you, like, this is going to come out. Whether it comes out of their mouth or whether it's revealed to you, you are definitely going to see this. You're going to see it. And I'm not going to say that it's going to be easy, because this is the person you really love. But when you receive this information, even before you receive this information, if you are listening to this and you ask for your confirmation and God gave you confirmation, then what I want you to do is start asking God for your next steps. I'm pretty sure your next step is to disconnect, because you're not supposed to be around people like this. Maybe it's best to not say anything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we see things, we allow them to be revealed, or God allows them to be revealed to us. And the first thing we want to do is go and confront that person. Pray to God and see if that's what He wants you to do. The way that my heart is set up right now, I feel like you just need to disengage. That means don't even tell them you know. Don't even say anything. Just happily, quietly disappear. No animosity, nothing. And more importantly, pray for this person. That is the hard part. Pray. Ask God to help you with forgiveness, but you are definitely going to see what it is. Maybe God does want you to say something, so that's what I'm saying. Pray about it. I really feel heavily like you're just supposed to like disconnect, disengage, and just go on about your way. But allow Him to truly reveal that to you. However, don't just react. If you're hearing this now, you take this to God in prayer and you receive confirmation that it's going to happen, then allow God to order your steps to do what you need to do in that moment. Don't just jump on anything. Okay? And I'm really so sorry to be delivering this message to you. This is probably not the best, but just know that God is revealing this to you because He loves you. And this is divine protection at work. Sometimes it is really hard for us to understand that people in our lives don't have the best intentions for us. And unfortunately, that is the walk that we walk, because you have to understand that everybody is not going to be happy for your growth. Some people actually feed off of you being in a lowly position because they feel like they're above you. So when they don't have that anymore, they start to lose their mind and crazy things happen. Okay, pray for forgiveness. Pray for forgiveness for these people. Forgiveness is always for you. But, just thank God. I want you to see it in a position of thanking God for revealing this to you, rather than you just lashing out and being angry with this person. Okay, and I'm not saying don't be upset, but be more in a grateful position that God is divinely protecting you so much that he's not going to allow this to happen to you. Okay? And once again, I'm sorry to whoever you are. But that's all I got. I love you. More importantly, God loves you. Peace.